We welcome you to Smackdown.
This crowd is downright electrifying here tonight.
The excitement is certainly palpable.
Shelton Benjamin is a true legend, and he's ready for action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Orangeburg, South Carolina, weighing in at 248 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, Shelton Benjamin.
This is incredible. Part of the famed early 2000s class from Ohio Valley Wrestling. Shelton came up with guys like Brock Lesnar, Batista, Randy Orton, John Cena.
Don't forget a standout amateur wrestling career at the University of Minnesota.
One of the real best school, Byron, not like where you went.
I'm going to ignore that comment.
Enter the torture machine.
It's like Drew Gulak flipped a switch, and he's always on.
A man who loves competition, but loathes his opponents.
And his opponent from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 193 pounds, Drew Gulak.
He's held the Cruiserweight Championship, a multi-time 24/7 champion.
Gulak craves the 24/7 title because he's always ready to fight at any time.
A true Broad Street bully. Byron, you probably love Gulak and all his great presentations, right?
Well, I've always loved PowerPoint presentations growing up, so Drew Gulak brings me back to my childhood.
Back in your day, they used microfiche.
That's just a rumor.
Drew Gulak seems to always have a chip on his shoulder, always fighting hard like he's got something to prove and everything to lose.
It's one of the many things I respect about Gulak, along with the impressive in-ring skill set he's developed over nearly 2 decades.
Yeah, and when Gulak combines all that in-ring knowledge with his tenacious attitude, he's been known to produce some pretty spectacular results.
But he'll be in for a long night at the office facing Shelton Benjamin. Over the years, we've seen Shelton beat the unbeatable. Shelton's outfits may have changed, the hair might be gone, but the skills just as sharp as they've ever been.
Yeah, Shelton may not be as fast as he used to be, but he can still grapple with the best of them. That's why they call him the gold standard.
And how do you approach the test that is Shelton Benjamin?
Well, it's a tough test for sure, Cole. Shelton Benjamin is fast, he's strong, he's a world-class wrestler. You're gonna have to out-tough him, and that is a tall task.
Check your face after that one. He's feeling the effects of that last hit.
What a wrist clutch suplex.
Shelton Benjamin continues to mount offense.
Yeah, Shelton is appearing unstoppable.
He catches Shelton with a counter.
And that might be the start of the momentum swing Gulak needed.
Yeah, Gulak able to stop that surge dead in its tracks.
Oh, ouch.
Go behind.
Breaker.
Got his opponent in hand.
Launched with a belly-to-belly.
Look out.
Exploder suplex.
So crisp. from Benjamin.
Some things never change. Still looking like the... Shelton hits pay dirt.
Benjamin has put a lot of competitors out with that.
And that's all she wrote.
This superstar picks up a huge victory here tonight. Much deserved, Michael.
Yeah, but I don't think his opponent is happy about losing here. I mean, he's got to be humiliated and embarrassed. He thought he was going to win this match.
Well, I kind of did too.
Well, here's a man who's been called one of the best pure strikers in all of WWE.
It's a statement that's hard to argue with. We are looking at one of NXT's most successful competitors ever.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Vancouver, British Columbia, weighing in at 200 pounds, Kyle O'Reilly.
We understand he works best in that Wolfpack mentality, of course, but a very accomplished singles competitor, well, as you will see here tonight.
Who's got time for rules when you're getting results?
Amazing grappling and striking skills, supremely competent.
O'Reilly's already backed it up and continues to do so. The brighter the lights, the harder the strikes for Kyle O'Reilly.
The Persian Lion.
And his opponent from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 190 pounds, Arya Daivari.
Daivari brings a no-nonsense style and approach to the cruiserweight division.
He's the Persian Lion, and this lion is on the hunt. Kyle O'Reilly looking to make an impact here tonight.
The hard-hitting Canadian has near-flawless capabilities thanks to his background in mixed martial arts.
O'Reilly is as dangerous on the mat as he is with his strikes. I expect a full display of his skills in this matchup.
Let's talk about Arya Daivari, a superstar who not only has a wealth of riches to his name, but an impressive wealth of in-ring experience and intelligence.
Daivari also has a wealth of bad attitude. He's an entitled and arrogant superstar who wants everything handed to him on a silver platter. We'll see what he has coming to him in this match.
Mounted palm strikes. And that was something Daivari couldn't buy his way out of.
Yeah, O'Reilly just displayed some of his offensive capabilities.
Kyle O'Reilly is a superstar who can adapt to just about any style of offense his opponent throws at him.
That's right, Cole. Tonight should be no different. I, for one, can't wait to see how O'Reilly adapts to the challenges thrown at him here. It should make for something truly impressive.
The power on display right now is ridiculous. Got him up.
Boom! Down across the knee.
Oh, look at this combination of strikes.
Like he's got 11 arms and feet.
Suplex brings them down. Down right on the neck.
He may be in a bad way here.
This is where endurance becomes so important in the late stages of the match. Absolutely incredible.
The fight has been taken to Daivari.
And O'Reilly's ability to adapt has given him an obvious advantage here.
Nelson driver.
Stomp right on the knee.
Looking vulnerable on that top turnbuckle.
This is not good.
Counter from Daivari.
Daivari isn't allowing that burst of attacks to put an end to him.
DDT!
And the electricity of this moment is coursing through his veins.
Brain buster. That's O'Reilly bringing it back to his MMA roots with that attack.
O'Reilly has him in the guillotine.
They're fading fast.
Will this match end on a submission? Tap, tap, tap. He taps out. It's over, all in a night's work.
Here is your winner, Kyle O'Reilly.
No other way to put it, guys. That was kind of a butt kicking.
As always, Cole, you're more polite than I am, so I'll just say what we're all thinking. This was as one-sided as it gets.
Here's the total package of women's wrestling. The Glamazon.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Buffalo, New York, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix.
You know, Beth Phoenix, one of the most powerful and intimidating women to ever compete in WWE.
You're absolutely right. It truly doesn't matter what kind of competitor you fancy yourself. When you lock eyes with the Glamazon, your first thought is retreat.
The youngest Hall of Fame inductee in the history of WWE.
And from London, England, Jack the Ringer.
The tension building for this match is so thick you can cut it with a knife. A lot of drama involved with this one.
She knows tonight is going to be a big challenge, but if anyone is up for it, it's this woman.
There's the bell, and we're looking at a superstar who many have considered to be a natural to the sport.
It doesn't take long to see why she's garnered such praise. She has the instincts that not even the most seasoned veterans possess.
It is hard to disagree with that assessment.
Then you have Beth Phoenix, the Glamazon, a moniker that has never been more applicable to a superstar. Some could argue that no competitor has ever dominated the women's division as convincingly as Beth Phoenix.
And if you happen to have an argument against that, you might not want to say it to Beth's face, because she doesn't just look intimidating. That strength and power game is the real deal.
Earth-shaking power slam.
She's forced onto the defensive now. Oh, this is not good at all. The pendulum backbreaker stretch. Beth Phoenix, of course, known primarily for her strength and power. Corey, do you think that will serve her well, or does she need to diverge from the game plan?
Beth Phoenix got here on her strength, and it will continue to serve her well. Very few women can match the Glamazon's power, and she knows that. Her opponents know that too. Why ruin a good thing then?
Alley-oop, face first.
That was awesome.
Oh, this isn't gonna be good. Gutbuster.
Across the shoulder. Filthy. Start counting, Saxton.
1, 2, 3.
We could be here all day.
Power.
I think you're right.
Just a relentless assault from Beth.
And that is the Glamazon doing what she does best, implementing her power and strength to their fullest extent.
Alabama slam.
That was all sorts of nasty.
She's dazed on the top turnbuckle.
And it's a long...
Oh, look at this power.
Look at this strength.
Superhuman.
Military press slam. These are big power moves becoming more devastating with every attempt.
Oh, caught a powerbomb.
Phoenix making pure dominance look easy there.
That's because for the Glamazon, it is easy.
Glam slam.
Beth might just have it.
Looking for the victory. 2. And that'll about do it, folks.
Here is your winner, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix.
What an emphatic victory, guys. No contest.
This is what you get when you have complete confidence and control of the situation.
Are you guys ready?
I am.
For Shinsuke Nakamura.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan. Weighing in at 220 pounds, the Ring of Honor World Champion, King Nakamura!
The thing about Nakamura is that he's such a cunning veteran.
He's been a champion around the world.
Those title reigns include NXT and WWE, a list of accolades a mile long.
Are you guys ready for Shinsuke in action?
Oh, yeah. But don't get lulled into the charisma. You are looking at one of the most dangerous combat artists in sports entertainment.
There is no one like him.
Well, you know, this ominous tune is just a prelude to the toll of man. We await the appearance of the sinister, multi-time NXT champion, a competitor with seemingly no weaknesses, no fears, and here he is, carrying cross. The first thing you notice about a guy like Shinsuke Nakamura has to be his swagger.
Look, Shinsuke lives the rock star lifestyle.
Maybe that will shut him up. What a pump kick. Check this out. Backbreaker.
Karrion Kross boasts an impressive physique, but what's the best way for him to utilize that power tonight?
Kross needs to mix that strength with ruthless precision. By making targeted attacks, he can use all that muscle to debilitating effect and end his opponent's night quickly.
Scouting pays off against Nakamura.
And responds with a counter of their own. Oh, if the first one doesn't get you, the second will.
Here's a snapmare, followed by the knee drop.
That'll fracture an orbital.
And now it's Kross's turn to be on the receiving end of some callous offense.
And the rock star Nakamura rocking his opponent with his signature hard-hitting offense. Snap German suplex.
Tough position to be caught in here. Exhibiting a crazy amount of strength here.
Big forearm.
Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. He turns it around.
Got him up.
And the fireman's carry neckbreaker by Shin. Oh, look at these kicks. Well placed.
Ow.
Strikes.
Eesh. Oof. Ah. Oh.
Good night. Say what you want about Shinsuke's brash rock star attitude. The end is near.
Kinshasa.
Kross might have met his demise.
Cover. 2. An emphatic victory.
Here is your winner, King Nakamura!
This was as dominant a win as I've ever seen, guys.
That's why they call it light work, Cole. Barely even broke a sweat.
This is gonna be good.
WWE Universe, it's time to play the game.
Make no mistake about it, the King of Kings is here.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255 pounds, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, The Game, Triple H!
He spent his entire career accumulating power.
Like a master chess player from DX to Evolution to the Authority, now behind the scenes in WWE and NXT.
Triple H looks at every match as a threat to his power, and that's what keeps his motivation so strong.
That's why you don't step to the throne of the King of Kings.
The Heartbreak Kid is here!
And his partner from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels!
The showstopper, the icon, the main event. HBK has arrived.
Shawn Michaels' career skyrocketed after throwing his tag team partner through a barbershop window.
You know who they are, but you don't know why they're here.
And at a combined weight of 608 pounds, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, the NWO!
Two men who would lay the groundwork for what would eventually become the New World Order.
One massive defection to WCW by Scott Hall and Kevin Nash completely changed the direction of the Monday Night Wars.
We have tag team competition getting underway with Triple H and Shawn Michaels. And in the other corner, they will be dealing with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash.
This match can very well come down to experience. And I'm not just talking about individual experience. I'm talking about the experience you have with your partner. Knowing how to be on the same page is going to be crucial.
Snap suplex.
Very nice. Into the hammerlock. Oh boy, back suplex.
Inverted atomic drop.
Boom. He's getting a little battered now.
Neck breaker. Tag made. Oh, and a kick.
Right to the midsection.
Oh, man.
Look at this.
Pendulum backbreaker.
Tick-tock. Hoisted up.
Knees across the abdomen.
Uh-oh. Jawbreaker.
Call the dentist. Hurricanrana.
Set him up for the side Russian leg sweep. And Scott Hall able to reverse that.
Big time clothesline.
Good grief.
Up he goes. Oh, that might have just broken something.
Scott Hall running out of gas quickly here.
And he has just taken an extraordinary amount of abuse.
Yeah, but guys, Hall still has some machismo left in him.
He left an opening.
Spiked.
Start counting, Saxton.
1, 2, 3.
We could be here all day.
Power!
I think you're right.
Into a neck breaker. The spine buster. Oh, here you go.
Pedigree. Is there anything left in Hall? Oh,
Does he get him here? He did it! He did it!
Here are your winners, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and the Game, Triple H.
Triple H with the finishing touches on this one.
That wasn't just a win, Cole. That was a top-level tag team performance. Take it from a former NXT tag champ. The Prince has arrived.
a decorated champion who has truly reinvented himself.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland. Weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor!
The first ever Universal Champion, a multiple-time Intercontinental Champion, NXT titles. What can't the Prince do?
Oh, it seems like year after year, Finn Balor just reaches greater heights in his career. You know, I don't know if it's just me, or does Finn Balor just keep getting cooler every year?
Saxton, when it comes to being cool, you are one man I will never ask. You can see the intense focus and drive in the eyes of Finn Balor.
When it comes to Finn Balor, it's always about competing at the highest of levels.
Uh-oh, batten down the hatches. Destruction is imminent.
And his opponent from Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, Weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman!
Clear the tracks. The train is coming through. Terrifying power and unmatched brutality.
Now there's one guarantee. Where Braun Strowman goes, destruction always follows.
Impressive physical ability.
One of the biggest and baddest to ever step foot in WWE.
Part of what makes Braun Strowman such a dangerous superstar is his complete lack of concern for his opponent's well-being.
Yeah, it's like Braun doesn't have a conscience, and the brutality of his attacks in the ring reflect that.
That's why going up against Braun can produce disastrous results, as he's practically ripped some of his opponents limb from limb.
And with a superstar like Finn Balor, here's someone who simply thrives when pressure is on and his back is against the wall.
Once known as an extraordinary man who can do extraordinary things for good reason, Finn's focus is now about taking names and taking over.
What grace! Float over into the...
Float over, nice, DDT.
Oh, God, that'll rearrange your skull.
Brought down with a DDT!
These are dangerous attacks on their own, but now the damage is exponentially multiplying.
Trap in the arm.
STO! The damage he's taken is starting to pile up.
You know, if Balor knows what's good for him, he'll move away from that high-risk style tonight and play it a little smart.
High-risk style can also reap high reward, though, Corey. That's what Balor's banking on here. And you've got to admit, it's worked well for him thus far in his career.
And a basement drop kick.
Oh, sling blade. Followed up with a...
Down in the basement with a drop kick.
Oh, man, drop kick. Low drop kick hits the target. Finn lining him up. Boom!
Like he was shot out of a cannon. Prince Balor is taking over with that move.
Finn doing This is where Finn Balor's at home. Will Braun come back from that? 2.
And that'll about do it, folks. Big victory.
Big victory. Very hard-fought matchup, and hold on.
Great show of respect.
Is he gonna shake his hand? A little good sportsmanship here after the match.
Oh, what a cheap shot.
That's not right.
No, not at all. I actually agree with you, Byron. Guy was trying to be a good sport, and the sore loser hit him in the face.
He should be ashamed of himself. That was pathetic.
And they lost.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Well, here comes the technical assassin of Legado del Fantasma.
If Mendoza hears sarcasm in that, he'll meet you in the parking lot.
He started in the Cruiserweight Classic in 2016, but now finally breaking through.
Yeah, but at what cost? This man spent 4 years in NXT trying to break through before joining Legado del Fantasma.
Santos Escobar and Joaquin Wilde have taught Mendoza the discipline needed to reach new heights. WWE Universe, acknowledge him.
The head of the table has arrived, flanked by his special counsel, Paul Heyman. Reigns has dominated the entire WWE.
And not just dominated physically, but now mentally as well.
Already cemented himself as an all-time great, a multiple WWE and Universal Champion, a Royal Rumble winner, held the Universal title for over a year.
How about 5 WrestleMania main event matches, defeating legends like Triple H, Edge, and The Undertaker.
The man who now leads the bloodline, giving his marching orders to his cousins, the Usos, and his special counsel, Paul Heyman.
A man who used to fight with honor, but now will do whatever it takes to retain his spot at the head of the table.
The champ has never looked more focused, laser focused on the task at hand.
Introducing the challenger from Cordoba, Veracruz, Mexico, weighing in at 190 pounds, Raul Mendoza. And introducing the champion from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds. He is the WWE Champion, Roman Reigns!
To hold one of the biggest titles in WWE means you're one of the best in the industry.
And gentlemen, this is what it's all about. The WWE Championship on the line in what should be a war to the finish.
This is what superstars grind and scrape and sacrifice for. The chance to be here in this position with this opportunity. One of these men is about to fulfill a lifelong dream.
A club with the right forearm. Clothesline.
What impact.
Mendoza with a reversal, going for a pin for the championship. Instant kick out from the champion.
Maybe that was just to keep his opponent off balance.
Big boot!
Incredible.
And Mendoza looking to bring home a win for Legado del Fantasma. What should his game plan be to make that happen?
Well, Mendoza likes to call himself the technical assassin. He should lean into that technical skill and work to control the pace at all times.
Big boot.
Oh, my! Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
And he's able to reverse. DDT into a kip up.
Superman punch in the corner.
And the spear! Spear by Reigns! Can it be? Will the reign continue?
For the win! There's two!
What a title defense by Roman Reigns!
Big fight, big dog, big story.
Here is your winner, and still the WWE Champion, Roman Reigns!
And that seemed like a pretty easy day at the office right there.
Never a doubt, barely a moment's suspense. This one was about as lopsided as they come.